Hello world, my name is David LS. This is my first ever YouTube video. I was brought to this platform by my good friend and fellow content creator, Jman 492 Power. He is an incredible person. I highly recommend going to his channel and subscribing. But I'll be reviewing one of his most recent collaborated projects, Jman vs. Big Bang Matt. Before I begin, please like the video and subscribe to the channel and hit the notification bell for more videos if you want me to keep on doing this. But now let's begin our review. Our story begins on a distant planet where Lord Boros tries to steal the Mirror Matrix until he's beaten to it by King the Conqueror. Until Boros says that once he kills his hero, he'll be coming for Kang. That's when he has the dastardly idea to make their heroes fight each other. If Matt wins, Kang will help Boros destroy the entire world, but if Jman wins, everything God gave free will to will cease to exist, thus beginning Jman vs. Big Bang Matt. We are then shown a Spider-Verse-like introduction for one of our main characters, Jman. Starting off the bank scene, Jessica calls Matt talking about some sort of party and inviting all of the old members back, until Kang and Jman somehow fight inside the bank, and Jessica gives her life in order to protect Jman in order to defeat Kang the Conqueror. With Jessica badly wounded, Jman tries to offer bringing her to her hospital, but she says that her time has come, telling Jman to tell Matt that she loves him, proceeding to her death. Then our other main character, Big Bang Matt, enters the scene, seeing his dead wife on the ground, crying with her in his arms. We then skip 2 months ahead, where Matt and his good friend A1 are grieving her death, until A1 thinks of an idea to confront Jman about it. The next day, Jman goes to her gravestone saying that he is sorry that he could not save her, until he is eventually confronted by A1. A1 saying to Jman that he needs to apologize to Matt for the actions that he has done, with Jman saying that these were not his actions. They break up into a fight, with eventually A1 losing by being stabbed in the side, with Jman then saying that if Matt wants a fight, then he will bring him one. Just before the battle, Matt and A1 have a talk, with A1 trying to tell Matt that vengeance is not the answer, saying that do you want to fight him or do you need to fight him, until Matt says it's not the fact that I want to, but I have to. Then we get to the moment we've all been waiting for, Jman vs. Big Bang Matt, which, fun fact, this scene was the very first scene ever to be made for this project. It was a grand fight, but in the end, Jman stands tall and victorious against Matt. After receiving mercy from Jman, Matt loses it and breaks out into yet another fight with Jman, until eventually they are able to talk things through and even declare a truce. Then our villains reveal themselves, going into one last battle, with Kang even admitting to Matt that he was the killer to his wife. With the combined power of Jman and Matt, they were able to defeat Boros, sending him into the nothing, while Kang the Conqueror ran away with his tail between his legs. It is then time for Jman to go back to his world, and for A1 to go back to his world, until a device is left in that world, leaving Matt the ability to travel through the multiverse, meeting up with Jman in his world, and even giving us a quick cameo from Kirito. The mid-credit scene shows us Jman telling Matt about his deceased brother and saying if he has any siblings, setting up for A1 vs. TGM later on this winter season. While we got a post-credit scene with the live-action Andrew, Kirito, and Matt for a very hilarious ending. I will say the pros of the story is that this is a much darker tone for both Jman and Matt, with A1 giving out an amazing performance wherever scene he's in, and with Kang the Conqueror being our comedic relief in main villain. The fight scenes are on point, the music is fantastic, and it is summarized beautifully. However, there are more cons than there are pros with this project. Firstly, and this is also behind the scenes, Matt stole Jman and wouldn't let Jman onto the project until a month after it was announced, and he wouldn't even talk to Jman for the first 3 weeks, which is why Jman created this entire story with the voice actor of A1, aka Andrew. When he finally talked to Matt, he said that the release date will be June 28th. Jman got everything done by June 15th, and when it was 4 days before, aka the birth of Cycle Studios, when they called up Matt to see if he did anything, he did not. Jman went off to Eagle Lake saying that Matt has to finish all of the work that he needed to do, And by the time Jman came back, he did make one scene, but then starred off a music video. From August 12th to September 1st, you'd think it would be done by now. Technically, although it was horrible and very crappy, leading for Jman almost to quitting the project, until Jman says that he's just going to buy out everything and make it under his image, which we are so grateful he did. Within the story, it had a whole bunch of things that didn't really connect, and at the ending, it had so many last-minute ideas that just dragged it out for too long and ruined the masterpiece. Switching gears a little bit, let's talk about the 3 main songs used by this. Enemies by Shinedown, Infinite by Nate Wants to Battle, and Enemy by Imagine Dragons. Enemies was played by the first credits, which I would say was pretty good of how they handled it. Infinite was played during the battle of Jman vs. Big Bang Matt, and it was handled again pretty good. However, for Enemy, for the credits, it could have been handled a little bit better. And now the final thing we're going to talk about is the film's final public scoring. First off, it was the first film to introduce us to Cycle Studios, besides the trailer for Run Rabbit, which was then later released in October. It was still an amazing choice of what they did, and audience really loves it. Comparing it on Matt's original work and Jman's work, it is the best Big Bang Matt production product ever and in the top 5 zone of Lega's best work. It also did good teasing us about A1 vs. TGM releasing on ATB Studios this December. But anyways, here is my overall rating on the project. The story itself is good, but it could have been better. The characters I really enjoyed, except for characters like Boros and Jessica, who are only there just to make the story. With music choices, they did incredible. However, there were a few scenes I felt that did not need music at all. And with it being delayed twice, definitely sets a bad record on this project. That is my review on Jman vs. Big Bang Matt. I do hope that you agree with some of the things I said, and if you want more videos by me, please hit that like button and hit that subscribe button to let me know if you want more of this. Anyways, I hope to all to have a good day, and I'll see you in the next one.